cedi
The
is
cedi
doing
is
so
doing
well.
$1 be 10 Ghana. Let's make it 10 Ghana.
But
You get me?
10 cedis is not even as bad.
It's not as bad, but
And
they're also paying me per hour.
And then mind you, for here in Accra,
Yes.
like, all you need is a good plan, and then you have to understand how the system
I disagree.
works. Yes, it's as simple as that.
I disagree.
I know people who are not formally employed.
Yes.
Yeah, they've built their houses, they've bought cars.
It's true.
Welcome back to Banta. Can you really make it in Ghana? Or will success truly come from going abroad? Join us and let's find out. Staying in Accra can work if you have a plan. 1, 2, 3.
I think it all comes down to bread and butter issues. First of all, if you have a stable job, shelter, families to support you, and good food, there's no need to run away from this lovely country.
You see, I also feel Accra can be a bit harsh to people who don't have a plan. You know, go come decide, say, you just try figure them out. Like, it doesn't work that way. Regardless whether you did here or you did Yonki, you should know what you do. So if you know they do anything, then you say, oh, everywhere they come across, me, I won't come across. That's exactly. So if you get plan, you go survive. If you don't get plan, bro, it's not a place.
Charlie, and then I think my brothers have already started as well, because the prompt says it all. Once you have a plan, you're good to go. And then the prompt says, if you have a plan in Accra, wherever you find yourself, because mind you, even if you happen to Jakpa and then you find yourself in a different country and you don't have a plan, just know that because like you'd be a burden to the new system. You'd be sleeping on the floor outside. You won't have what to eat. And that's just it. Like in Accra, you have to find your food. You know what you're about. As my brother said, you have shelter.
Family
You have
support.
an easy means of transportation. Family to support. They're good to stay. Like, I don't see why anyone should want to Jakpa. Personally.
In the words of Mike Tyson, everybody has a plan until you get hit in the mouth. You get me? Everybody has a plan until life hits you in the mouth. Because many killers, if they come Accra, them get plan. You think of how everything will go step by step, but then life and will throw you a curveball. Then it's like you don't know your left from your right. Many things can derail your plan. But again, it doesn't mean you shouldn't have a plan, because it helps keep you grounded. And also with the saying of not to Jakpa, the world is our playground. You can make it anywhere once you have a plan. And which exposure is needed in this life. I feel like exposure is really important, because that's how the world has been brought to us, and that's how we have also been taken to the world. Look at how I Show Speed came to Ghana. He brought the world to us, and he has showed the Ghana to the world too. So in the end, exposure is really needed. Japan, it can be a good thing.
See, why I don't agree with that one, BC. To an extent, they make very, very good points. But I don't understand the point of, if they work for here, go different place. So let's say at the Accra, they sell phones, we farm mame, or maybe I know they see it up. We only phones, but we get some mentality say, I for sell phones, maybe the phones pay way go far from me. You understand?
Can I get you? Maybe that be the hottest thing where you go they on right now. Then everybody jump on that.
But for you, maybe an uncle fat.
Yeah.
You they get me. So you go feel change. Imagine they say you baby baby. You start to do this one, far for you. That not the mean say you for also be jack of all trade, the master of none. Business be business. At any point in time, you get in highs and in lows.
Yes, sir.
If you say because I start this thing, the far so every time you hit a problem, you don't want change. Then you yourself, if let's say I know you for this month, I don't say you sell phones. Next month you sell pampers. The next month you'll be photographer. So if some move come,
Face shield.
put you on. What are they put you on for?
But you
Because
know-
I don't know you for anything. You
But
do different
like,
things.
me, my own be say, make we situate the argument or the conversation in the very strict sense. You see, the most important things we for look out to be, say, the fact say, why people they want left. One, it be say, maybe them finish school for here. Maybe you go to Legon, you go to KNUST, you finish 4 years, finish your service. Right now, you need to find a job you want to do. Now, if you ask yourself, say, the course where you work, you go do for uni, you know, probably, excuse my language, you go do some maybe, let's say, sociology, right? With maybe a minor in dance and maybe Kiswahili, right? This same courses, if you did that side, if you Jakpa go the other side too, what are the prospects? It not be as easy as we dey look at from this side. Exactly. So more often than not, it's just, oh, I want left. Because we dey look at one of our friends with them day there, where maybe then they live some kind of life. But behind that life, we for ask on ourselves, what be the actual situation on the ground? Mind you where they left, you are living at, let's assume, in 23, 24. Because that'll be the average age you finish university. 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah. You left maybe as a non-immigrant. So now you go find green card. I they use US for example, because I've been there a couple of times. You go find green card. That alone will take you like 3, 4, 5 years. That's even when you're lucky.
Exactly.
After the green card safe, mind you, the recruiters within the recruit, and they recruit veterans and US citizens much more than even green card holders. Yeah. Then now you go migrate from green card, go US citizenship. Then 10 years go. If you did this country where you have a plan, you structure yourself, so okay, maybe the wasi are no cuts like that. So maybe I enter go do, excuse my language, but then again, sociology. So maybe now I want better myself, go do some MBA or go do some LLB or go do some engineering or some IT course or something. You're adding value to yourself, right? As you said, maybe that time safe, that 10 years where you left, as I said, family, if you get family support, where they go give you some loan, soft loan, make it they hold you. Maybe somebody give you, your uncle give you some 50K, say take Star Life, or some 30K. Take yeah, okay, like let's say some 30K take Start Life. They give you push.
Yeah.
That business where you go start. By the time your friend where you go find him fit in 10 years, because mind you, the papers you do, it not be free.
Yeah,
you go pay.
You make so many nice points, but make I cut you shortly. That when you are saying when they immigrate and they go, it takes them like minimum 10 years for them to be accepted into the system. No, finding their feet there, depending on the circumstance, you can find your feet in 2-3 years. And that's why I say circumstances. If you are lucky and you get people, a good circle around you, you have friends over there, it's much easier to settle in. Who will put you on? But let's analyze things well. The same energy in which people put in here, they get paid less. That same energy, if you carry go, even if it be hard labor he go do for there, he gets paid more.
But bro, not
for
to
that
cut
same
you,
labor. Yeah.
Do you know that there are people in the US,
as
compared to us down here,
who
who are taking way less, like especially as immigrants.
Yes.
There are some of them
Under
who are being
table.
given
under the table,
Charlie peanuts because you don't even have the papers legally to work.
bro.
So there's someone like Kululu, and even the peanuts they are giving you, there's someone who is taking the lion's share of it.
Oh, yes.
Of
But
that as well.
listen,
So then,
but also,
so then I'm just trying to say that Jakpa is not, to me, I feel like Jakpa is not ideal. It's different if you are trying to explore the world. You are
But
traveling. You just want to see what's happening in other parts of the world and come back. That's different.
All those them they tax you extra. This one they tax you. This one they tax you. Like people who are giving you papers to work with, they tax you. The person you are working for will reduce your money. Then things still, since is the power of the currency makes it a little better.
But
to survive.
It's good you brought it to currency.
Power.
Yes.
Now
There's
the city is doing well.
there's a lot of
No, the city is doing so well.
$1 be 10 Ghana. let's say let's make it 10 Ghana.
But
You get
but
me?
10 cities is not even as bad.
It's not as bad, but
And then mind you, and then mind you, for here in Accra,
Yes.
all you need is a good plan, and then you have to understand how the system
I disagree.
works.
Yes.
It's as simple
see,
as that.
I disagree.
You see,
I know people who are not formally employed.
Yes.
Yeah. They've built their houses, they've bought cars they
Oh,
want
it's
to
true.
use. They are
Cash
taking
down.
Bro,
cash
mates
down.
them, they listen.
Correct.
On
And
the
then you
regular,
know
mates
what
them,
they
they earn like 200 cedis a day. What I said, 200 cedis times
and
30.
and even-
that
and
is
even
50.
with
if you
them
get
beats.
plan, if you get, that means
You
get
get
plan.
plan.
You go fit make up.
But you see,
Simple.
a
If
lot
you
of
get
them mates,
proper
how many
plan,
of them
even,
they see
even with
them
them mates,
alive?
even with them mates, you know they respect them.
I know they-
But
I know
somebody
they
they
disrespect them.
make I use these people as example. There's the people in Abosokan.
Yes.
Yep. Bro, you meet them and you will not give them the respect they deserve because
Yeah.
you go see him. His
It's
covered
not, yes,
in-
I mean it's Greece and
Let me not
things.
catch you
But
off.
they
It's
catch
on my
more
way.
money than...
I met there was a shop I passed in front. There some cyber truck. It's the number plate is Davi.
Yes.
The woman she has stores and she's parked the cyber truck in front of her shop. But at the beginning, it wasn't like that. She
Yeah.
also started with some kiosk or some
Hey,
table.
how
or something.
you know?
Bro,
Oh, no,
it's Ghana.
but-
we know
but-
how the
no,
system.
But even
She would
moving
be
away
second
from
generation, this thing,
that is different.
I was can part,
there's
there's
that percentage.
No,
where
but do you know
they
there are some people
Bro,
who
relax.
you get
Those
me?
people, they don't give up their shops.
So let me
Those
give
people,
you
they pass it down.
Okay,
That's
fine.
fine.
You've been passed down a shop. You understand? But
Yes.
you need to be able to at least be consistent and be able to be forceful.
but you
Be able
know-
to expand
but you
it
know
to a
that
certain
Jakpa
level.
Then they are
didn't
talking
start
of
in
the
our
average
day.
people who don't
No,
get
but
anything
I just
passed
want you
down
to know that
down to
Jakpa
them.
didn't start in our day.
Who?
Jakpa
Yes.
didn't start in our day.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. But what it has
Jakpa
rampant
happened. Come
Who
on,
told you?
It's
It's always been the
people
same.
who even left to Nigeria,
Bro,
and
yeah.
had to be
Yeah.
transported
Jam-
back.
They even Jamaican
came
burgers.
Charlie,
Why do you think that Ghana
Jakpa,
must go
Jakpa
back
started way before
Yes,
now.
People
Yes,
started
but-
Jakpa a long
uh-huh.
time ago. You understand?
And
Yes.
you see one thing that I came to understand is that for those who didn't Jakpa and sat down, planned, and got to know what they wanted to do and how to fix themselves, they're the ones who are passing down these shops you are
Those
saying
shops you're
that
talking about.
have been-
How many
so the
people?
generational-
How many of the shops are being passed down? My
Oh,
brother?
you are the
A
same
lot.
person saying the shops are being passed.
I'm saying they are being, but it's not that much compared to the
Exactly.
population of
A
Ghana.
lot.
Because it's not
It's
being
like
that
average.
much.
Trust me, you just don't know.
Oh,
See, if
bro.
there are certain people when you come into contact with you understand that Charlie, this generational wealth thing.
it is
Look at
here.
the Akufo-Addo family, for example.
No, if we want generational wealth, proper generational wealth, we have to talk of the timber dealers from Kumasi and
Kufuor's
those things.
family.
Yes, those people. Right now, when you go, a lot of those wood mills and things, they've closed down. They've not been able to maintain.
So
You get me?
it comes to
So
education
then
as
it comes
well.
down to the this thing, exposure. If they had exposure in outside, you see a lot of generational wealth that has been sustained. So that comes to my point that they would have maybe a little exposure would have helped seeing how to grow it bigger and also transform it into something bigger. You get me?
Progress in Accra may be slow, but is sustainable. 1, 2, 3.
In the field I work in, right, you realize that when you have certain assets, they are for life. For example, earlier on, I made a point that when you buy a car in Accra, it's cash down. When you build a house here, it's yours forever. Unless maybe, and even the leases in Accra are long leases, 99 years, 80 years. But in America, you are buying a car, you are paying car note, you are paying insurance on the car. If you are buying a house, you have to pay mortgage, pay taxes on the mortgage, pay interest on the mortgage, and pay taxes on the house. They give you 30 years within which to pay that house. How sustainable is this?
You see, this Ghana, I always say that consistency is key with everything you are doing, whether it be a business, whatever. Because I know a friend after school, he started selling phones, iPhones, from way back, consistently selling phones. Consistently, that's what he was doing. Sometimes he had maybe selling dogs, puppies, them things, but most of the times it'd be
The
phones.
phones.
I said now he has his own store in a location like East Legon. For him to be able to have a store in
Prime.
East Legon, a prime location. That should tell you that consistency here pays. I really don't buy into the idea of I need to go and
Consistency
No.
pays everywhere.
Consistency pays everywhere, but
It's
before
a
you get
general
started in that
principle of
system,
life. Listen,
then I go.
No, relax. You know, consistency pays everywhere. I've also witnessed boys who started selling thrift, and they were also others selling phones, and they've turned it into something. You get me? But back to my brother's point on mortgages and taxes and things. Those are true, but in this life, you cut your coat according to your size. If you are from here, from Ghana, and you go to America, don't go and live like they are living. You know where you are coming from. They are used to it because they were raised with it. So you have to understand their system and use it to your advantage.
But
Don't go and be borrowing so much.
I mean, but that's the system.
No,
the
I
system,
understand.
They
Listen.
live on loans.
Yes.
That is the system in America.
Yes, I know.
In the UK, same.
But
They
it's-
live on loans.
you know,
Here in Ghana,
They've made
we
you
have been
dependent
taught-
on loans.
No,
You can choose not to.
the system.
No.
That is how the system runs.
Listen. We understand.
Do you
with the
know
credit
how
card
much?
system
Do you
is-
know how much you are going to make? Do you know how much tax they are going to take from your salary? Talk less. How long are you going to save to say, oh, now I want
Listen.
to buy a house?
Listen.
It is difficult to buy a house in
It's
America.
not about the house per se. Let's say day-to-day life.
No, we
Let's
are
shorten it.
using houses
Yes.
because that is one thing that is an asset. Once you get
Yes.
it, it is yours for life.
Yes,
But,
but
then
also-
in America, it will
Yeah,
take
and
you forever. There are
that's
people who
why-
have lived in America for over 30 years
and don't have
they
homes.
don't have homes.
Yes.
Because you
Some
rent
people
your
are
whole
born
life.
there. Yes. Also, that's when financial literacy comes in. I keep on telling you, a lot of Ghanaians or Africans go there and make it quicker than the people born there. Because of the hardship you are coming from, you have it kind of gives you an edge because you're able to make the most out of the little you have.
I don't think that's a reality on the ground.
It's
honestly.
not.
If I'm
It's like-
financially
it's
literate,
actually
But
why
wait,
can't I be?
so are you saying that a lot of
and
Ghanaians-
make it
Exactly
why do I
my
have to-
point.
If
No,
I'm financially
because-
literate, why can't I be financially literate
I'm not-
here
no.
and manage my affairs
It's not
properly
about-
and make
The
it?
financial literacy is not always that a distance. It's just because it's going to save you in that situation. In the sense that you dig Ghana, you don't live on credit.
Yeah.
Everything cash.
Yeah.
If you not get, you know they buy. If you go there and you practice that, and you are not going to, I see it because I know I can get credit, I can buy it on credit.
The
and then
system
I'll
will
just go and
force
buy
you
it.
to live like them.
Because if you
Because
don't
now,
get
even
it
if,
on credit, you are
even
not
if you're
going to get it.
even if you're going to get a car, you need to have a credit score. If you're going to get a house, you need to have a credit score. And
That's
the only way you
a
can
lot
get a
of-
credit score is
but I've
because
seen
you
buy
people
have to
buy
credit.
cash.
get a credit
You credit things and pay them off, and you credit and pay them
You
off.
people talk as if they've made it solely that if you don't buy credit, don't sell to you.
No, you need a credit score
Yes,
and a credit
yes,
card.
yes.
You need
Certain
a
things.
credit score. If
But
not,
listen,
you
but
can't buy.
People buy things cash outright. It's just because it's listen.
Oh, do you
How
know
long
they
are you
would
going to save to
investigate
buy a
it?
$150,000 house?
No, listen, it's not the house. Okay, I want to come down to a car. Let's start from a car. You can go and buy a car that is not that expensive, that you can afford with cash when you save up a year or two.
Unless you are buying it from Copat.
Yeah, buy it from Copat.
But if you are
Live
going
within
to-
your means.
No. Even with that, you see, in 2019 there was a survey that
Yes.
less than 50% of Americans have $2,000 savings in their
Yes.
account. That's people in America.
Yes.
And mind you are coming from Africa.
Yes.
Your rent alone is approximately averagely $1,500 to $2,000 a month. You are working in, let's say, Home Depot.
Yes.
They are paying you $17 an hour.
Yes.
At the end of 4 weeks,
Yes.
right? Bi-weekly, your take home is around like what 3,000. If you
3,000.
take your 1,500 out for rent, 1,500 is left. You send 500 to your mother in Accra.
No, you see that.
The
For
1,000 left.
For the
what can you
time
do?
being.
How long will you
listen,
save to
listen.
For the time being, I'm going to be the
$5,000
prodigal
car
son.
in
Brownie,
America?
Brownie,
how can you a brownie? How can you
But
that
then
is not
will
found?
show you say them to
No. You have not found your feet. How are you saving somebody? You drown, my brother. Live within your means and be real. Then when the time comes, when you have enough, you will give. But for the time being,
when is it going to be enough? When is enough going to be enough?
the enough will be enough when you have found your feet and you can afford to give.
What be your definition of finding your feet in the young kid?
When you go, you get your own apartment. You can crash your home.
Apartments, no, you won't pay.
I mean that time you are paying, but who church your bills in your crash your home still?
I don't even talk about bills. to top our phone bills.
Charlie,
phone bills and things. I mean,
you need a phone. You have to
water
yes,
bills,
you
phone
can't
bills.
buy the
that
phone
be
outright.
what- I mean, listen, all depend on what you they use. Or that's why also there's strength in numbers. We know niggas are called. We need 1 or 2 niggas.
What if you don't know anyone?
I
If you
mean,
don't know anybody, you
the
find yourself.
four of us have gone to find visa. You are the only person that has gone right now. So right now, where's the niggas?
So right now, if I go where I dey stress, it make hard for me. If one person come, then you collab.
What be the assurance that one person will come?
Yeah.
I know
They-
somebody who
because
has
they-
been chasing the US visa for about 10
I
years.
get
and he hasn't
yes.
gotten
You know
it.
say, I
If
guess
not
one
concept,
nigga.
I go find another person. Then me then I work until
How?
you come.
No.
Charlie,
It-
America
that's
don't
the
be
assurance.
Ghana.
You see, you are
They are
lucky.
Ghanaian-
You are
they are
lucky
Ghanaian
is solution there
communities.
to
See, listen,
And
no,
listen.
listen. Let me give you
They are
one
even
clear
worse. The
example.
people they will tell you that when you go to America, don't make friends with the Ghanaians there. They are even worse.
Facts.
And then-
Facts.
and then-
Facts. Facts.
Charlie,
Facts.
and
If they say
even
don't make-
even beyond making friends with the Ghanaians there, making friends in general in America is not as easy as you think it is here.
exactly.
Because of how we're
Everybody's
trained.
on their own.
I just met you
Also.
today, and now you and I'm sure even when we step out, we can try and find
So
something to
you have
eat
to
together.
find
It doesn't happen
like-minded,
like that
find
out there.
like-minded people.
It's
It is not
difficult.
like
You
that.
need a casa.
It's on their head. I'm a
Listen,
like
casa.
No,
Listen,
guys,
no,
it doesn't work that
Me
way.
who wa Miss Steady wa. It
Guy
doesn't
man,
say.
yeah.
I just say we are guy man who bread say me. And to
Yeah.
who bra yem boom. Now,
Let's come together.
yes. And let's see how we can improve our lives together.
See,
The
the point is
mentality thing.
the point
Yes.
is-
Be able
the
to
point
make sure the
is-
person has the mentality.
Yes.
Right. The point is that if you are living in Ghana, right,
Yes.
and you have, as I said, you have a good home, good food, supportive parents, some things are taken off you.
Yes. it's
Easily.
True.
Rent, you're not paying rent.
You're not paying
living
rent.
in,
Water
even if you're
bill.
living in a compound house, if you're not paying rent.
Rent.
You know that the house, it will have a ball. 2, you have a good job. As you go, they can maybe popping old car, they if you use them.
Yes.
That's cool. Maybe other utilities are taken off you because you have other siblings that will be able
Yes.
to.
If
cater
you all
for those
chip in, then you
Well,
make
you-
make
but
less
mind
for
you,
your
if
side.
you leave
That's
and if you leave there, you are on your own. So all those things come to your chest, and you have to chest it.
Bills.
Yes, and who say you are not man enough to chest it? The world is your playground. You
Chest
are.
it in Ghana.
You listen. Nobody's ever born ready.
The playground maybe Sakura Park.
You go scratch small bruises and things, but they tell you can make it. It's possible. I've seen my niggas make it. I've seen 1 or 2 people, and I've heard stories. See this inferior actor, Jojo Mills. You get me? If you listen to his story, bro, he went and even the person he was using the guy's paper. The guy tried later on make police arrest him because he chopped the money.
Look at all that stress.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
That's
like-
Obi Manso.
I'd rather be here and hustle it.
Accra only works if you have connections. 1, 2, 3.
I believe Accra honestly only works when you have connections. Charlie, I know brothers who know nobody. And the struggle is crazy. And I know people who, and then connection doesn't necessarily mean the person has
ups.
to be your family member or high ups. The next person.
The fact
you
is
know,
somebody go fit put you on keke.
as soon as you guys are maybe same church,
Yeah, man.
an alumni of your school.
Some
All those things are connections.
keke. He
Once
puts-
you know someone, it's easy to, go around your day.
Yeah. It
And
gives you a
so I think that is my
So
stance.
you see, you made a point. You said alumni. Do you know the alumni network thing really, really works in Yom Kippur? Because like I run a business, right? And we need funding for something. One of the entities that run a funding program, during their introduction to what they do and how they pick their fundees and stuff like that, one of the clause was if you are an alumni of this so and so school, it ups your chances a bit.
Yeah.
You understand me? So that connection thing, I feel like is flawed. It is everywhere. If I won't go Yonki, I won't go run some 1 or 2 things. Like the job like this, in that under the table thing.
Yeah.
You can't go with your face and go and get somebody who connects you. It's connection.
Somebody for you enough for this.
Exactly. It is connection. So if you say connection in Accra is the reason why it's nowhere, I don't buy into it. And where I also feel like you can make your own connection is you are known as the person for this thing. I am known as this person that can handle solar house systems for underserved communities. If anybody is looking for it, regardless of the connection you sell phones, nobody will come and give it to you. You understand? I am known for that. So my niche will let the connection come to me. But
Well-
if I'm saying there's a 10%.
To a level.
Well-
because
Well,
you
me,
know,
I want to speak for myself personally. Once again, in the space where I work, a lot of people feel like, oh, especially where I work currently. Let me use this opportunity to put this on record. People feel like, oh, you were handed out where you work, or no, I had a plan. When I was in university, I knew that this is where I wanted to be. Like, this is the people I idolize. This is where I want to work. So I work towards it.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to go to the office, had to mentor some of them and mentee some of them, I had to do that. I literally applied and I got that job. Yes, it's a big firm. It's a well-known law firm. Yes, but it doesn't mean I didn't have to use connections to get to where I am. As I said, it was a calculated plan. I knew I wanted to be from.
I want to
But
ask
right
a
from-
question. That law firm, no, nobody connected you into the law firm. Did
No.
they just accept your letter?
Yes, I went for an interview.
that
I applied and went
happens.
for an interview.
That happens. That happens. But then my where I stand, like how I see connection is that if you didn't get, I mean, you got to know about the law firm through someone, that's connection.
No, me, I got
That's
to know about
connection
it. I got to know about it
Getting to
because
know
of the
about
course
it
I
is not
studied.
connection.
No,
Just
no, I
give
mean
personal information.
before studying the course, I believe like something pushed you into even studying law to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then all those things are factors. Like that all of those things are part of connections. Connection doesn't necessarily have to mean nepotism or like someone holding your hand and
No, but I think
introducing
it does,
you.
actually.
No, connection.
Like, if a Ghanaian tells
connection-
you that you connection will do for you, it is connection nepotism.
Nepotism kind of
Nepo-
connection.
yes, not-
I
you
think
know,
that
like,
is where
you
that is the
know,
conversation.
another-
That's where it
That's
comes
a
from.
conversation
Yes,
because,
it's an actual
because mind
conversation.
you,
The reason why I'm saying that is that where I also work, yeah, a lot of people think that my hand was held and I was dragged into the office. But it wasn't like that. But I got to know about the office because I knew people who worked there. If I didn't know people who worked there, I wouldn't have even known that such an office existed.
and that's fine.
That's
the point is,
past
when you were
information.
applying to the job or getting accepted in the role, were there external factors that help you get a job?
Did you take
if
your
yes,
certificate
then
to
connection.
somebody and say,
if
oh,
no,
boss,
then you
Oh
go
no,
to
I applied.
I know.
I applied like
Listen,
everyone else.
Merit
listen,
in your
I
case.
know. This one I'm coming to say will be a little off topic. Being favored by nepotism is not a problem.
is who?
If you are if you live up to it, if they've taken you through school and made sure you know the ins and outs of your parents have invested in you to make sure you know the ins and outs of a certain job, and they're able to push you in that place,
Into that space,
and you're
yeah.
able to live up to it.
Nepotism is justified.
Yes, but
No
if
one
you're able,
is.
if they take you there and you go and play the fool and you can't do what it is, then now and there, then they are causing damage to.
The thing
The-
is,
Society.
Yes,
we are practicing a certain alien system that we don't understand. In the sense that if you are looking outside and you say Bill Gates or Bezos or Zuckerberg, if they are thinking about putting their children in certain positions, from the jump, they are grooming them.
Yes.
So before they get to that point, they already know what they
They're
are
ready
doing.
for it, right?
You understand? But our system here, the reason why our system chucks people is because you are bringing somebody who went to do painting in some.
it's
And he's
putting
an
him-
HR.
I just don't want the. I don't want the
From-
opportunity.
finance.
Me, the
You see,
engineer.
You see, with the same
makes
point,
no
with the
sense.
same point that you made, there are so many examples.
Yeah.
President Trump,
Exactly.
his father had money. His father had
His grandfather had money.
money.
Exactly.
It's generational wealth.
Yes.
Exactly.
Right? Now he came into office and he appointed his son as one of his, I think,
aides.
Aide, exactly.
Yeah.
What's that? That's clear nepotism.
No,
Family and
yes.
friends. And it's not just him.
But-
Even in schools in America, right?
Yes.
If you want to attend Harvard, all those
No,
big
no,
schools,
they have.
Yeah, you need
some
someone
recommendation
have
something they
from
call-
someone has to
an
recommend.
alumni, a
No,
known
they have something
alumni.
they call
somebody
legacy.
will hold your hand.
Yes.
You know, legacy whereby somebody is there,
Legacy
his
schools.
great grandfather has built a whole hall in Harvard. Are you expecting to get it?
So
over
that for the
him?
connection, he did everywhere.
Yes.
Even in the military, right?
Yes.
If you want to get
The
enrolled,
officers, or-
they have that quota for those whose parents have served, the veterans.
Yes.
So that on to connection day.
Yes.
Ghana will go talk say you will go pay to some.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it's
also,
everywhere.
so back to the point of in Accra, that is
You
is
can't make it without
Yes.
connection. I feel it's flawed.
it's
honestly.
it's yes
I feel
and
it's
no.
flawed.
But we are looking at
Because,
a percentage.
We are very we are very
percentage is not as
we are
large
very
as we think it is.
religious
It's actually yes.
group of people.
Religion. Gonzalo was building a cathedral for us.
No, forget it.
No,
By the way,
Under
we
the
don't
guise
get
of
churches.
what?
No, but
Listen,
under the guise
no,
of
I'm
religion,
just
he's building a cathedral. But
No,
you all know
but
the
at the
story.
talk say, listen, at the talk say, we are a very religious group of people that everything God first. So when people are there who maybe they just go without protocol and they get accepted into these firms whereby people would think somebody put them on. And that one, you can attribute it to the God factor. Again, you get me?
The crown of
Yes.
nepotism.
Say God has his favorites.
Nepotism for you.
God has his favorites, Nana. Soon now, you don't expect him to be showing up for
honestly
you.
don't believe that the connection thing is anything that should be a standing block. If you own your craft well, you will find your place. You don't. There's connection. It is there. But me, I believe if you own your craft,
Your work will talk for
your
you.
work will talk for you.
It's true. That one too is
It's
also
undoubtedly
yes,
you.
It's true.
There's no way they'll give it to somebody.
But you know that when your work is that good, it's people who will recommend you.
That's the
But
connection that you get from
but
being
you
that
also
good.
know that there are times where your work is that good, but no one, all those who know you that you are speaking, you are from Bunu East.
Ufie before
And then where you
Juma.
are from, like you're in a typical village in Bunu East, but you are an amazing painter.
expert in your
But then
field.
how would you get the exposure in a village in Bunu East if someone else,
Doesn't
all those who
recommend
know you can't recommend you to a good company?
I think one of the problems we are failing to look at is the fact that it has to be situated around politics. Now, most of the us want to enter into offices through our political leaders. Oh, Charlie, the MC, they be my popping party. So he hold my hand, take me put this office. Oh, I won't go MPA. You won't go MPA. You for hold some special expertise. If MPA see your CV, they will want you. But now you don't have that special expertise because if we want to do once again, excuse my language, sociology, there's no correlation with MPA, but you want to be there. Obviously, it's going to take some sort of connection to get you
In there, right?
Hey, so
Opportunities abroad move faster than promises at home. 1, 2, 3.
I say yes because sometimes the promises, it's not because they don't want to fulfill it too, but also sometimes life can be happening to them because they have their own things. They are those who make their promises. It has to sort out for them before they can extend you that help. But when you are outside, Charlie, if you listen to the boys who go outside, they tell you how it's somehow it levels the ground a bit more than back here home.
Yeah.
So you do get your fair shot. Justify why you're this thing. And
You should be included.
yes. And
Right.
if you are that good, it can happen for you.
Yes. To add to this, right? You see, that place is more of a structured system as compared to
yes.
us.
We are now
here.
developing.
Yes, we're now developing country. So with that place, it's not about your name, your how you look, whatever that it is. And here, as you rightly said, people look at different factors. They look at, we are Santini, Intime Buana. It has to come back to the
yes. Always bring it back home.
and cranny, can that being gamele. But then again, that place, nobody cares about
Your this thing.
Even
Can
though,
you work?
yeah,
Can you do it?
Can you do it? So the system, when you're applying for jobs there, the system is looking at your resume,
Yes.
your CV, your skills. But here is a bit different, and that is where the issue is. So, and the promises then brings it back to, I've taken you, give me your CV. You hear from me in 2 weeks.
Yeah, man.
Why should I give you my CV when there should be like a
An
structured
email
system
that I send it
that I
to
can
the
send the
system?
CV to, and then I know that I'll get a response from that structured
So
system.
you see, we are missing something. The systems are there where you are talking about. Here, we don't have properly working systems. You understand me? So even though I'll expect that, okay, I have put my application in, they should call me. I also have the understanding that it will take grace, because a friend of mine was working in a company and he wanted to be moved to a certain department. He sent his letter for a request. About 6 months, wasn't hearing anything from them. So he went to the woman, I think the HR or so, to sort of like follow up.
Inquire.
What is happening? And he went there and the HR was like, come, let me show you something. She took him to a room with about 3 cupboards that has requests of his kind, full. So if you know that you are in a place where your system doesn't work, you can put in a request and it will take light years before it will get to where it's supposed to get to. Once you take the thing, go, after like 2 months, you don't hear anything. Why don't you follow up?
But
You see, that's the problem. Like, it's follow up.
The chain of command is broken. So he's following up. What shows that it will go past, it will go through.
But since the chain of command is broken, now we just spoke about nepotism, okay, and connections. Let me just put it in that phrase, connections. Charlie, if we are using connections, and I know the CEO of a particular company direct.
But if his connection was good, and
he's already CEO.
Look,
The topic was saying that systems they're against promises here. Now, if the CEO directly takes my CV, it's like, Charlie, your CV be good though. I think you'd fit in here.
Sometimes
That is good enough for me. That is like
sometimes
you are gone.
You knowing the CEO thing that you are talking about, that if he knew the CEO, he won't put it in there. I know some people who will tell you that even though I can work it for you, I can't just go and call this guy and pick him. Put your application in. Let it be on record that you are there. So when I'm talking to somebody, it makes sense. So they have something they are referencing to. But
okay, I get you. You have to do your part. Do your part and follow the system.
Yes, do yours. Follow the system. Let me also see what I can do to assist.
But then also, I think for a lot of Ghanaian companies, okay, one of the things they do is, yes, there's nepotism almost everywhere, and even though there is, okay, before they fully employ you, they already know that they're employing you. Like if I'm CEO, I already know I'm employing Botti. But what we are going to do is I'm going to have Botti also submit like everyone else, but I know who I'm picking. It just even goes for business contracts. They know who they are giving the contract optics, but they will open it up to everyone else to shoot their shots.
If you really remember, during
administration,
they will tell you, say, come up, so come apply. But
all this revenue generation, they know they will pick you.
I don't even know why you're
saying 6 billion.
It has been like that since time in memorial.
No, but you see, this year,
because we all know what we went through.
Yeah, man.
The man was there.
Yeah.
Bro, even this recent one, I know people who have been promised. Bro, stop. See, we have those whose forms were taken to the office by senior officials.
This is why I say that. Then again, it's about our system here. If I speak to my family and friends in the US, right?
Yeah, man.
I realize that nobody even cares about Republicans, Democrats. Nobody has party cards. Nobody cares. Nobody's a delegate or a party member. Charlie, you just did the system inside. Here, right now, we are growing adults, and now you have to align so that your life is assured.
So if this,
and those are the things. Those are the promises. If you are having a working system, I don't need to
like
align to MPP or
everybody
MPC
gets
to
a
have
fair
something
but you know there are people who are not aligned, but yes, so they go through it.
That's because
the system.
But there was a ratio.
They're able to play the game.
That is why in the previous debate I was saying that connections is like, and then it's strong here in Ghana, and then it's strong everywhere.
And because now it's deeper.
And
when I was there's this example I always make. I always say that when I was in high school, there are a lot of things I didn't take notice of. But when I finished, I realized that even our leaders, right, they are kids that were prefects in school. Right? It was intentional. Like some of them made
they were grooming them to that.
Maybe some MC in Kidi. You go make sure in Kidi go chop some prefection position. It be intentional. They
see, sometimes when they put them there, in your CV. When they put them there, it's also everybody is trying to get their own. If the school makes Dangote's son a school prefect, like in my time, the school prefect at the time, his father was one big man. His grandfather was one big man. After he was
you donate something.
Some donation came to the school. You think the school they know what they are doing, you understand?
Same applies to when I was in school. When I was in school, there was one guy whose father was the MC of the school.
The area.
Yeah. Charlie, as soon as from the day the guy joined the school,
Yeah.
they changed our washrooms. They changed
Yeah, man.
where we dumped our rubbish.
It's
Like,
everywhere. They'll say
a
donated
lot of
by.
development.
So and
exactly
so.
my
Yeah,
point.
man.
So then, I mean, China.
So then that comes back to the same issue, promises.
Accra, yeah, just for
The promises
this plan.
here
It
go
kills-
fail you.
yes.
But the systems there, if they work, they care about Democrats, Republicans.
Yeah, man.
Um,
MPP, NDC. It gives you an edge.
Yeah.
Follow
Yes.
up on the promise. That's all. Just follow
As
up.
simple as that.
Follow up.
Where they-
Follow up on a promise.
The promise there, they're not going to follow up all the time because life is happening. So that's why if you Jakpa,
No, it be you for
go
follow
feel
up.
make.
Oh.
Sometimes if you they go for some or what, you they go twist in hand and say, senior man, no matter what, make it happen for me. No, it's at his own pace.
I understand, but also, senior man, the last time they matter.
Yeah, if you can.
The last time they matter. The last time
And then
they
when you
matter.
they do that, then you pray too hard.
Abroad awards effort and sacrifice, but Accra does not. 1, 2, 3.
Life abroad rewards effort and sacrifice in the sense that you earn what you work for. Sometimes in Accra, people are underpaid. So that is the difference, stated clearly. But the point is, there too, you can be working towards a goal and you will never achieve it. As I stated earlier, you can work your ass off for good 30 years and you will have nothing to show. You'll be renting, you'll be paying bills, literally living hand to mouth. But if you're in Accra, same thing. If you're in Accra, you're working your ass off, at least you have some shield to rely on because this is your home. At least, in Accra, you can go home, back to your family. And it's a cushion. Then again, too, if you don't come from a good home in Accra, here, and Accra meaning Ghana, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, I do. You made some really good points. The advantage of it happening in Ghana or in Accra is that today ultimate coffee, and our system in Ghana being family first, in the sense that when push comes to shove, we rely on family first. When it's low, people, I think a survey came out recently that more people ask their family members for loans and things compared to the banks. You get me? Our first point of contact for help is always family. So when it gets hard, we have family. That's your advantage. But to the question that outside rewards hard work than Accra, I think everywhere rewards, Accra rewards, but it's not as much or as fast compared to outside. Outside will when it's good, we reward. You see the reward, and sometimes it's on your own. But sometimes in Accra, you might end up being at people's mercies before you get your reward, and that's the heartbreaking part.
To
Sometimes
okay.
you can do everything that is right, and then it's like they are doing you a favor, paying you what they owe you, and that's the heartbreaking part.
So for me, my point is, where are you sacrificing? In what area are you sacrificing? Because I understand, I've always been entrepreneurial in nature. So I don't buy into sacrificing and hard work at my expense when somebody else is benefiting of my sweat. In the sense that the same way I can sacrifice and work hard for your business to thrive, and that this is for a few people. It's not everybody who can say, I'm starting a business and I'm going to see it through to the end. Some people, your leadership role that you play is being that guy for this person, making sure that his business thrives and you also thrive. But I've never been of that view. My own is, I want to see mine, build mine. So if I know I'm building this thing and I'm killing myself, I have seen the end goal and I'm killing myself towards that. You understand? I am not killing myself for somebody with the expectation that he will wake up on the right side of his bed and say, oh, you've done well, so take this $2 million. Hey, it doesn't. So if I'm killing myself and I'm sacrificing for something I believe in it, I feel like it's going to make something out of my life, why not? You understand me? So in that
Sense, you
I feel like
Accra will reward.
I would rather sacrifice in Accra and work hard in Accra, build my own business. And because our systems don't work too well, if you build your business or you build your brand or something to a certain level, it's very hard to kick you out because the system that will allow somebody to quickly catch up with you in the US is not a system here. The system here will keep kicking you down. By that time, I would have already built. So catching up to certain people or certain entities or certain businesses in Ghana is much more difficult than outside. So I'd rather build here and own it and know that, okay, this is my blood, sweat, and tears. You understand?
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, I feel like here it works better than being in a Yonki.
Right. So I also believe that it all boils down to documentation.
Yeah.
Once you're able to document whatever the contract is from the start, you are good to go. And I would always urge like other young people
Put pen to paper.
to be very intentional about
Yeah.
doing the
Papa Glenn,
looking at the contract. You sometimes you can rent a lawyer,
Yeah, man.
see a lawyer, pay for their services, let them go through the contract. Then you come to a proper agreement. That way, Accra would always give you what you are due.
You deserve.
Exactly that. I don't know if you get me. Now, also touching
know
on
you
what
do.
he mentioned earlier about trying to help someone build their business, and I'm a project manager. Okay, that's what I do. And so if you have a project and then you want my services, all you have to do is we document.
Yeah.
Then and I believe that's one of the reasons why the American system is working better, because they document and then they sign contracts. Everyone comes to an agreement as to how
you are doing.
the length
And the
what we are
compensation.
getting, compensation, everything. So now when that happens, I know what is coming in and what my percentage is.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I would get my quota.
Yeah.
And then also another reason why I would always urge young Ghanaians to stay and not Jakpa is that the country, our system, I don't want to call it flawed, but it's still growing. Our system is still developing. The nation is still developing. There are a lot of loopholes. Now, Zoom Lion is one of the richest men in Ghana because he found
A niche, and he stayed there.
you find a problem, you solve it. We are good to go. You are made. But in the US, the government has systems already for all of those things. Now, there's a shortage of transportation vehicles, transport vehicles, what we call trotro here in Ghana.
Yeah.
If you are able to lobby around, find some investors, get some cars, put them out on the road, you don't even have the money. Just find those who have the money to make the purchase. Then you find those who would, use the vehicles.
Yeah.
You're in the middle. Your percentage day inside.
Standardize your
Charlie,
prices.
it's as easy as that,
Good to go.
and you are good to go.
Yeah, Charlie. So, yeah.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out our social media platforms at Banta Space for more engagement. See you same time next week.